Most relationships do not break because of cheating. They break because two people slowly stop understanding each other. You talk, but your partner feels unheard. You listen, but still feel confused. You love them, yet you often ask yourself, why do they think like this? Here is the hard truth most people never accept. Your partner is not complicated. You are just not trained to read emotions. Marcus Aurelius believed that human behavior follows patterns, and if you learn those patterns, you stop guessing and start understanding. This video is not about manipulation. It is about emotional intelligence, the skill of reading emotions, controlling reactions, and responding with wisdom. When you truly understand your partner's mind, arguments reduce, trust grows, and love becomes calm instead of chaotic. First, understand this deeply. Your partner is driven by emotions, not logic. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Most people think their partner argues with logic, but that is wrong. Your partner speaks from emotional memory, not facts. When they say, "You never listen to me," or "You don't care," or "You always do this," they are not presenting data. They are expressing inner feelings. Emotional intelligence begins when you stop correcting words and start listening to emotions. If you respond with logic to emotion, conflict increases. If you respond with understanding, tension dissolves. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that people act based on their inner state, not your intentions. So the first decoding rule is simple. Never argue with emotions, acknowledge them. Now understand why your partner reacts strongly to small things. A small comment, a delayed reply, a simple mistake, and suddenly the reaction feels intense. You think they are overreacting, but Marcus Aurelius would ask, what pain is being touched? Strong reactions usually come from old emotional wounds, not the present moment. Your partner may be reacting to past rejection, childhood neglect, broken trust, or feeling unvalued for a long time. Emotional intelligence means knowing that the present trigger is small, but the emotional baggage is heavy. Instead of saying, "You are overreacting," change your inner voice to, "They are hurting somewhere." This single shift changes everything. Next, understand that silence is also a language. Many people think communication is only about talking, but Marcus Aurelius believed observation is more powerful than speech. When your partner becomes silent, it does not mean peace. It often means emotional overload, fear of conflict, feeling misunderstood, or loss of emotional safety. Silence is usually a defense mechanism, not punishment. If you chase them with questions, they pull away more. If you attack the silence, walls rise higher. Emotional intelligence teaches patience. Calm presence communicates safety. When pressure disappears, silence breaks naturally. Now understand anger correctly. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we will meet angry people every day, not to judge them, but to prepare our mind. Anger is rarely about hatred. It is about unmet needs. Behind anger is fear of losing control, feeling disrespected, feeling invisible, or feeling powerless. If you react with anger to anger, the fire grows. If you stay calm, the fire loses fuel. This does not mean accepting disrespect. It means not taking emotional bait. Calmness is strength. Another key lesson is to stop taking everything personally. Marcus Aurelius believed most suffering comes from false assumptions. Your partner's mood is not always about you. Their stress, anxiety, and fears existed before you. If they are quiet, irritated, or distant, it may have nothing to do with your actions. Emotionally intelligent people ask what is happening inside them, not "What did I do wrong?" This shift alone saves relationships. Next, learn your partner's emotional patterns. Humans are predictable. Marcus Aurelius believed studying behavior helps anticipate reactions. Observe when they withdraw, what makes them defensive, what makes them feel safe, and what makes them open up. Every partner has emotional triggers and emotional comforts. The goal is not control, it is harmony. When you understand patterns, conflicts reduce naturally. Also remember this powerful truth. Your reaction teaches your partner how to treat you. Marcus Aurelius emphasized self-respect through actions, not words. If you react with desperation, fear grows. If you respond with calm boundaries, respect increases. Your emotional control becomes their emotional mirror. Stability creates security. Reactivity creates chaos. Emotional intelligence spreads quietly. Another mistake people make is trying to win instead of understand. Most arguments are not about truth, they are about validation. Marcus Aurelius warned against ego battles. Winning an argument can cost emotional closeness. Instead of saying, "You are wrong," say, "Help me understand how you feel." Understanding builds connection. Winning builds distance. Also remember, your partner needs to feel seen, not fixed. Many people try to solve their partner's problems, and this backfires. Marcus Aurelius believed wisdom lies in acceptance, not control. Often your partner does not want solutions. They want acknowledgement. Listening without interrupting is emotional intelligence in action. Presence heals more than advice. Finally, emotional intelligence always starts with self-control. You cannot decode your partner's mind if you cannot manage your own emotions. Marcus Aurelius practiced daily self-reflection. Ask yourself why you reacted strongly, what emotion was triggered, and whether you are responding or reacting. The calmer you become, the clearer your partner's mind becomes. If you truly want to decode your partner's mind, you must learn to notice emotional shifts before words appear. Most people wait for shouting, blaming, or silence, but emotionally intelligent people sense change much earlier. Marcus Aurelius believed wisdom is seeing things before they explode. Small changes in tone, shorter replies, lack of eye contact, delayed affection, or sudden irritation are emotional signals. These are not random moods, they are early warnings. When you ignore these signs, emotions build pressure. When you notice them early, conflict loses power. The key is awareness without panic. Do not accuse, do not interrogate. Simply observe and adjust your energy. Calm attention often stops emotional storms before they start. Now understand this deeply. Your partner mirrors your emotional state. Marcus Aurelius taught that the mind influences everything around it. If you enter a conversation tense, defensive, or angry, your partner's nervous system reacts immediately. If you enter calm, grounded, and patient, resistance drops. Emotional intelligence is less about what you say and more about how you feel while saying it. Your inner state sets the emotional temperature of the room. This is why self-regulation is power. Before responding, pause. Even one breath creates space between impulse and wisdom. That pause changes outcomes. Another critical lesson is learning how to respond without escalating conflict. Most fights grow because both people want to be heard at the same time. Marcus Aurelius believed patience is strength, not weakness. When your partner is emotional, lower your voice instead of raising it. Speak slower instead of faster. Use fewer words, not more. Emotional minds cannot process long explanations. Short, calm sentences feel safer. Saying, "I hear you," often works better than explaining your intentions. Validation calms the nervous system. Once emotions settle, logic can enter. Never try to solve emotional chaos with mental arguments. Now let's talk about emotional triggers. Every person has invisible emotional buttons. These buttons are created by past experiences, not present logic. Marcus Aurelius understood that people react not to reality, but to their interpretation of it. If your partner reacts strongly to criticism, they may carry a history of feeling never good enough. If they fear abandonment, they may panic during distance. If they value respect deeply, small dismissive comments feel huge. Emotional intelligence means learning these triggers and treating them gently, not to walk on eggshells, but to walk with awareness. Careless words hit harder when they touch old wounds. Understanding this makes you more compassionate and controlled. Another powerful principle is emotional safety. People open up only when they feel safe. Marcus Aurelius believed peace creates clarity. Emotional safety means no mocking, no shaming, no threats of leaving during conflict. Even jokes during emotional moments can feel like attacks. When your partner knows they can express feelings without punishment, honesty increases. Without safety, silence replaces truth. If you want to decode their mind, create an environment where emotions are allowed. Safety is the key that unlocks emotional depth. Now understand the role of ego in relationships. Marcus Aurelius warned against letting ego control behavior. Ego wants to be right, to dominate, to win. Emotional intelligence wants harmony. When ego leads, listening stops. When humility leads, understanding begins. Ask yourself during conflict, do I want to win or do I want peace? That question alone can stop many fights. Choosing peace does not mean losing yourself. It means valuing connection over control. Ego creates distance, humility builds closeness. Another important lesson is timing. Emotionally intelligent people know when not to talk. Marcus Aurelius practiced restraint. Trying to resolve issues when emotions are high rarely works. Heated moments are for calming, not problem-solving. Say less, breathe more. Wait until both minds are settled. Conversations done at the right time heal faster. Wrong timing turns small issues into lasting scars. Silence with intention is better than words with anger. Now let's discuss expectations. Many relationship disappointments come from unspoken expectations. Marcus Aurelius believed suffering comes from wanting reality to be different. Your partner cannot meet expectations they do not know exist. Emotional intelligence means expressing needs clearly, not assuming mind reading. Instead of saying, "You should know," say, "This matters to me." Clear communication prevents resentment. Silent expectations poison love slowly. When needs are spoken calmly, understanding increases. Another key insight is emotional independence. Your partner is not responsible for regulating your emotions. Marcus Aurelius taught self-mastery above all. Depending entirely on your partner for happiness creates pressure and imbalance. Emotionally intelligent people bring peace into relationships, not demand it. When you manage your emotions, your partner feels less burdened. Love flows more freely when it is not forced. Two emotionally stable individuals create a strong bond. Now notice this subtle truth. Attraction grows when emotional intelligence is high. Calm confidence is magnetic. Reactivity is exhausting. Marcus Aurelius believed inner discipline creates outer respect. When you remain composed under pressure, your partner sees strength. Emotional control builds trust and admiration. Drama may feel intense, but stability feels safe. Long-term attraction survives on safety, not chaos. Finally, remember this. Understanding your partner does not mean losing yourself. Emotional intelligence includes boundaries. Marcus Aurelius believed self-respect is non-negotiable. You can be compassionate without accepting disrespect. Calm boundaries protect love. Say no without anger. Stand firm without aggression. Balance kindness with strength. That balance is emotional maturity. To fully decode your partner's mind, you must understand one final truth Marcus Aurelius lived by. People reveal themselves through actions more than words. Promises, explanations, and emotional speeches can mislead, but patterns never lie. Watch how your partner behaves when stressed, tired, or challenged. That version of them is the most honest. Emotional intelligence means accepting reality, not the version you wish existed. When you stop romanticizing behavior and start observing it clearly, confusion disappears. Clarity may hurt at first, but it saves long-term suffering. Now understand the power of emotional consistency. Marcus Aurelius valued steadiness above emotional extremes. Relationships suffer when emotions swing too fast, from love to anger to silence. Consistency builds trust. When your partner knows how you will respond emotionally, they feel safe. Unpredictable reactions create anxiety. Emotional intelligence means becoming emotionally reliable. Calm today, calm tomorrow, calm during conflict. This stability slowly rewires the relationship dynamic. Another crucial insight is understanding emotional exhaustion. Sometimes your partner is not distant because of you, but because they are mentally drained. Marcus Aurelius believed energy is limited and must be protected. Work stress, family pressure, financial worry, or internal battles can empty emotional capacity. When someone is exhausted, even small requests feel heavy. Emotional intelligence recognizes this and reduces pressure instead of adding guilt. Give space without resentment. Support without demanding immediate closeness. Space given with understanding strengthens bonds. Space demanded with anger breaks them. Now learn to read micro-behaviors. These are small actions that reveal emotional states. Short replies, forced smiles, distracted listening, less physical touch, or sudden politeness are signs of emotional withdrawal. Marcus Aurelius trained himself to notice subtle changes. These signals are invitations to be gentler, not suspicious. Instead of confronting harshly, soften your approach. Ask simple, non-threatening questions. Emotional minds open slowly, not under pressure. Patience here is intelligence. Another deep lesson is releasing the need to control outcomes. Marcus Aurelius believed peace comes from focusing on what you can control, not others. You cannot force your partner to feel, think, or behave a certain way. Trying to control emotions creates resistance. Emotional intelligence means influencing through example, not force. When you remain calm, respectful, and grounded, your partner feels the difference. Influence grows quietly. Control creates rebellion. Let go of control to gain connection. Now understand forgiveness correctly. Forgiveness is not forgetting or excusing harm. Marcus Aurelius practiced forgiveness to free his own mind. Holding resentment poisons connection. Emotional intelligence means addressing issues, setting boundaries, and then releasing emotional weight. Forgive for your peace, not their comfort. When resentment leaves, clarity returns. Clear minds make better decisions. Unresolved anger distorts perception. Another key point is emotional honesty with yourself. Marcus Aurelius believed self-deception is the root of suffering. Ask yourself difficult questions. Are you ignoring red flags because of fear? Are you staying silent to avoid conflict? Are you reacting from insecurity rather than reality? Emotional intelligence requires brutal honesty with yourself. When you understand your own emotional patterns, you stop projecting them onto your partner. Self-awareness prevents unnecessary conflict. Next, understand the difference between love and attachment. Love allows freedom. Attachment demands control. Marcus Aurelius valued inner freedom above all. If fear drives your actions, emotional intelligence weakens. Healthy love respects individuality. Your partner is a companion, not a possession. When you stop clinging, trust grows. When you cling, resistance grows. Emotional intelligence creates space where love can breathe. Another powerful insight is learning when to walk away emotionally, not physically. Sometimes detachment is necessary to regain balance. Marcus Aurelius practiced emotional distance from chaos. If a conversation becomes disrespectful or circular, step back calmly. Do not chase emotional closure in heated moments. Distance with dignity protects self-respect. This often resets unhealthy dynamics. People value what does not beg. Calm withdrawal speaks louder than emotional pleading. Now understand this final principle. Your inner peace is your greatest relationship tool. Marcus Aurelius believed a peaceful mind is unstoppable. When you are centered, you stop fearing loss, rejection, or misunderstanding. Fearless presence changes how your partner responds to you. You stop over-explaining. You stop seeking validation. You become grounded. That grounded energy feels safe, attractive, and trustworthy. Emotional intelligence is not about decoding others alone. It is about mastering yourself. When you master yourself, relationships become clearer, calmer, and more honest. You no longer chase understanding. Understanding comes to you. You are not weak for wanting to understand your partner. You are strong for choosing emotional intelligence over ego. If this video added value to your life, hit the like button to support this work. Share it with people who need clarity, not more confusion. And subscribe to this channel to become part of a community that believes in calm minds, strong emotions, and wise relationships. More powerful videos are coming, and you do not want to miss them.